Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are back again in Dallas, Texas, looking at another gorgeous luxury home. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agent, Daniel Arbel with Douglas Elliman Real Estate, for making this tour possible. I'll be sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the exterior, family, we do have that modern look, and I'm so excited to tour this one together. You have the brick, stucco, and limestone combination. Right over there, you have a long driveway leading you to your 3-car garage. It does have wooden garage doors as well, which that's always a neat touch. As we do continue, you have the concrete walkway, but look at this. You have this additional sitting area so you can take advantage of the sun, get some vitamin D, and relax. Beautiful. And then, of course, right there too. So as we continue, you see the limestone extends in the covered front porch. You do have that wood soffit and the double front doors with the glass panes and grids inside. Perfect. And then I'll show you the full space here. So a ton of room. Wait till we get to the backyard too. You have some additional space, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, look how warm and inviting this looks. I'll pan you upwards. Look at the gold light fixture. You see the arch opening leading you straight there. Now I'll pan you downwards. You have the white oak floors in the parquet pattern. And then let me show you the front door from the inside. Beautiful. So we'll make our way around. I'm going to show you first and foremost right over here. So you have a storage closet underneath the staircase that wraps around that way. So an abundance of space to store anything you need. And look at this. So this is our first bedroom. It is staged as a study, just to give you an idea. You have floor to ceiling windows with the arch. You see right above here that floating ceiling design with cove lighting. And extremely spacious. Okay, so the space that you have, you can imagine fitting a queen bed set in here, possibly even a king, depending if you plan to have, guests living in here for an extended period of time. Decent sized walk-in closet. You already have built-ins. And the home is listed at the time of this recording for just under 2.9 million. So I'll let you be the judge at the end if you find value. I certainly do. So you have the 0 threshold. Look at the checkered tiling that extends in there. You got an oversized shower niche. You got chrome fixtures. And then you have a shared bathroom. Okay, so you have the quartz here. Look how beautiful the white oak cabinetry is. You'll see that complementing as we continue the rest of the tour. Okay, so my favorite feature in the entire house has to be this dining area. Look at this. You have the Venetian plaster wall right there. You see the double-sided fireplace. Your arch leading you into your temperature-controlled wine room. So if that doesn't scream elegance, I really don't know what does. Perfect, extremely cozy and intimate. Look at the amount of wine bottles that you can store in here. And like I talk about, I know I get comments here and there that say, hey, I'm not a wine drinker, but I mean, have it in your house. You really won't be mad. Okay, so now heading inside of the great room, you can see the second level here. Look at this side of the fireplace. That extends all the way up to the ceiling. Really neat touch, adds a ton of character. So you have your built-ins right there to the right, your additional cabinetry, shaker style with that brass. Wow, very interactive and open. So right to the right, look at the wet bar. You have the Taj Mahal quartzite counters and backsplash. You notice some champagne bronze fixtures throughout the home. You have the privacy glass inside of the cabinet fronts, and that extends to the kitchen too. So a nice little casual area here that you can take advantage of. But as always, the possibilities are endless. Now, look at this kitchen, family. And if you don't know how to cook, This kitchen makes you want to learn. All right, so you have your panel ready refrigerator, stacked cabinets right above there. Look at the way that complements that vent hood. Beautiful accents. You see the ledge, the Taj Mahal quartzite backsplash, and then a champagne bronze pot filler right there, family. Wow. So here you do have the 8 burners. I know some folks may opt for, the griddle or love the griddle in that instance, but you have the seamless sink too, plenty of counter space for your island. Look at the accent right around here too. Beautiful. So heading right back here, look at the breakfast nook. Floor to ceiling windows. You see that door leading you to the side yard, but extremely spacious and beautiful. Okay, so now you've seen that. Let's go ahead and open up some of these drawers for you. You have two-tone cabinetry. Look how soft. The designer did a fantastic job. I made sure to link all their information in the description too, so that way you can check it out. Panel ready dishwasher. You got a Wolf built-in microwave and a huge refrigerator. Beautiful. So sub-zero, even some additional cabinetry right up here. And all soft closing. Now, as we continue around the corner, family, you do have a pocket door separating this area. This is leading you straight back there to your garage. Look at the mudroom. Look how seamless this is. Amazing. So even as I pan you around here, you see the arch feature again, the soft color palette, and the white oak floors. Now, as I pan you around here, family, look at this. You got the perfect prep kitchen. You got quartz counters, the shaker style cabinets, some of that gold in here for the accents. Your secondary refrigerator over here, perfect to prep anything that you need. Love when I see all the shelving that you get to take advantage of. Got your built-in sink, a lot going on, and I love it. So right here you have the 2-car garage, and right to the left you're going to have the single car garage. So I'll show you this. You have epoxy flooring, you see the arch windows, and then you even have a motor court to park any additional vehicles. Look at that. Got your 2 tankless water heaters, endless hot water. I talked about that a couple times before. And that'll lead you right out there. As always, we'll see the backyard at the end of the tour. Hopefully you like the way that flows. All right, family, we still have a lot to cover. Hopefully you are enjoying this so far. And I hope you love the staging. Now you can head right back out there. You have the bifold iron doors. You see the double-sided outdoor fireplace. Like I mentioned, we'll get out there later on. But this is leading you to the primary suite. You see the double doors. We'll start right here to the right and work our way around. Incredible. I'll pan you upwards. Look at the floating ceiling with the cove lighting, your king size bed. You see your 2 nightstands. You also have the dresser over here, your sitting area, massive windows overlooking the backyard. This door leading you right out here, family, too. So remember, you have that space in the front of the property, but if you want a little bit more privacy, you head right back out here. Exquisite. Not to mention you have the iron doors back here too. Okay, so we'll go right around this corner. So I'm going to show you right here to the left first. You have your slot for Stackable washer and dryer. So look how hidden that is. Sometimes you see it inside of the primary closet. It's situated right there, so they took that back this way. And look at this, family. As soon as you enter, it feels like a spa. So you have natural countertops, dual sinks, that champagne bronze, the white oak cabinetry. Look how seamless that looks too. The gold mirror frame and sconces. And look at the texture on the wall. Beautiful. So you got a freestanding tub. And then look at this walk-in shower. My absolute favorite is zero threshold. You have the shower bench. Look at the shower wand. And then the two shower heads right above there. But look at the floating ceiling back here too, family. You don't see that often inside of a walk-in shower. So they are definitely pushing the boundaries. Water closet right there to the left. And our primary closet is around the corner here. Love it. So you have the closet island. Look at the glass panes on the top right here. Perfect to showcase your accessories. All the seamless cabinetry on top as well. Even right around this corner. And that's not all, folks. It extends around here. Look how elegant that looks. Feels like a showcase. You have open shelving right up here. Look at your rods and then all the additional storage that you get. Beautiful. And always a huge fan of the LED strips illuminating your wardrobe. Beautiful. Okay, so that about covers the first level. Let's go ahead and get you to the second level. You can see the exercise room. They already have a Peloton in there. So just give you an idea what you could do. Now, you have this huge window as you're going up the stairs, bringing in a ton of light. The white oak floors here, zero carpet. You have the staircase lighting. Incredible. So here's our next bedroom. Every bedroom has an ensuite, so that always is a plus. Look how huge this room is. Got your walk-in closet, built-ins, built-in drawers down there too. And then here's your ensuite. Even the fluted accent. You have quartz counters and the beautiful mirror frame too. So all the wires are ready to go. You're going to notice a ton of storage inside of this particular property. So you have a storage closet here, and then that's going to lead you to the attic space too, right over here. All spray foam insulation, top of the line HVAC system. So no expense was spared. So you got this massive hallway leading you right there. We'll start right over here to the left and work our way around. I'll show you the great room before we continue. Beautiful. Right here to the left, you got your powder bath. So you see the similar vanity that we had just seen. So you have the continuity in here, but you have the wooden mirror frame on this side. So like I said, you'll notice that soft color palette throughout. And I love when they add the Venetian plaster. Haven't seen that in a while. I'm a huge fan. Okay, so now heading inside of the laundry room. Look at the quartz counters and backsplash. You have this champagne bronze, look at the herringbone pattern right there. And then the stacked cabinets too. So really for the proximity that you have, the school districts that you're in, the neighborhood that the property is situated, a lot of value I'm seeing. Okay, next bedroom here, queen bed, 2 nightstands. Feels like maybe an 11 by 12 As far as the dimensions are concerned, look at this shower tub combo, but you have the arch feature and you do have the champagne bronze shower head. This is going to be the closet combination. Plenty of drawers to work with. Okay. We'll head around this corner. You'll see the additional bedrooms and just a sneak peek straight ahead over there is your exercise room. So this is a bonus room. So if you wanted to use this as a media room, which I certainly would, just get some shades, block out all the sunlight, create that movie experience. But maybe some folks may want to use this as other things. You know, the possibilities are endless as I talk about. Look as I paint you upwards, that floating ceiling design. And then you have some built-in cabinetry. So let me know what you would use this particular space as. Maybe a game room or something like that. All right, next bedroom, similar in dimensions as the previous one, but it does have an ensuite. And it's so interesting, you know, when we tour these luxury properties, as I'm, you know, making my way around, I already have in my head what some of the feedback is going to be, right? So I know a couple times we'll see a luxury home, especially over 2 million sometimes. And when there's carpet in there, it's a no-go, you know? I have to still showcase it so that way you can see the true beauty, the floor plan, the layout. But I already know how you feel about that. So luckily, zero carpet in here. Plenty of storage, even back here. So you have a storage closet. Again, you never know when you need to store anything, right? You can never have too many. And then on this side, most likely, you know, you have your electrical panel right there. Put your network cabinet back there too. And look at this, family. So you have all the sunlight that you can imagine, perfect for a morning workout. You got right here, get on that Peloton. You got a storage closet over here too. But a ton of space to work with. Maybe if you're not a fan of the Peloton, get you, you know, a nice treadmill. You know, they start to have the ones with the TVs in there. You can connect it and Bluetooth, and, you know, it gets fancier and fancier by the day, especially with AI coming up, you know. Maybe they'll eventually do the workouts for us and, you know, you can reap all the benefits. You never know. Okay. So we've seen this second level, seen the first level. Last but certainly not least, let's get you to the backyard so you can see that. And if you haven't, I encourage you to leave some feedback below. You know, I asked that a couple times a video, so hopefully you don't get tired of it. Now, I know some folks prefer the sliding doors, right, inside of the great room, ease of access, but the elegance of a bifold iron door, right? And look how large that is too. So you can open this completely up, still have the indoor-outdoor living, so you don't have to worry about that. Now again, the double-sided fireplace, look at that. So you can hang out right here if it's only a couple of guests that are with you, but if you have the entire family with you, the entire neighborhood, you go ahead and use that area too. You have the limestone for your fireplace around, pan you upwards, you got the wood soffit, you see the heaters, perfect time for it now. And then look at this. You have your outdoor kitchen, look at the vent hood. Really seamless. It's that stucco material. You got your beverage fridge right over here. Open this up. Brand spanking new. And then your Coyote grill. Look at that. Ready to be fired up. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Dallas, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular home. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you use that exercise room upstairs? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.